There he is, the kingpin.
So I'm back for littering.
You're back for litter. Oh, he's back for litter.
In custody, serial litterer right here. Yeah, 17.
17?
Yeah.
How big of a win is this, Tim?
Well, this is the first time, guys.
Come down.
This is the first time, guys, we've gotten a judge to really speak and defend the First Amendment. You know, he couldn't wait.
Shelby.
Stop talking.
Shut up, Shelby, please.
Guys, this is really important. This is the first time we've had a judge. This is our 6th case of this. 6 times we're 5-0, but nobody wants to just stand up and say what is going on here. This is a violation of the First Amendment. Hats off to Judge Walsh for really finally standing up. And I just love the fact that he was ready to do this on the spot.
Yes,
How many
he was.
times, even when we get the right result, how many times do they go hide in their office for 3 weeks and then they just say, oh, dismissed, you know, yeah, we'll get rid of it. But this
Same judge who denied Jen McCabe's restraining order,
That's
too.
right.
Same judge.
Right. He's a defender of the First Amendment. Hats off to Judge Walsh for doing the right thing, for standing up. And, you know, justice delayed is justice denied. And he gave us justice on the spot. So I really appreciate that. And, you know, that's what we need. More judges like that to just wipe this stuff away. Let us speak. Let us speak out. Let you guys, you know, do your thing. Let you speak up to the government. Let you tell them what you think of how wrong and how awful everything they're doing is. And let's look at this as a first step. And we're going to get a hold of Judge Walsh's decision. I'd love to see it on a couple of signs. Put it on a billboard somewhere, along with Rich's face.
That's been done.
Question. Attorney Bradl. So, question. So, the judge said that it's dismissed for lack of probable cause, which begs the question: how did it get past the clerk magistrate? Aren't they the ones who decide on whether or not probable cause exists?
Well, oftentimes you'll have a clerk magistrate who'll look at the complaint. They won't. There's often a reluctance to kind of weigh in any sort of comprehensive way. That's what these cases will often get to the judicial level where you do have time to write a brief, to argue, and to.
So did this case go to a clerk?
It did, and so what happens here is that.
But there was no hearing for it.
Correct.
Okay.
It's not an adversary hearing. There's no cross-examination like a clerk's hearing. When there's a felony charge, which this ridiculous witness intimidation charge was a felony. So Rich was looking at a felony. You know, we can joke around all we want, but that is a goddamn serious thing to have to be under a felony charge for speaking out, spreading rubber ducks around, and you're under a felony charge. It's lawfare. That's a great way to put it. It's lawfare to cause emotional distress to people, to cost them money, to get in their way, to hurt their reputation with people who don't really know what's going on. So it's very upsetting. It's wrong.
Yeah.
And Judge Walsh, again, hats off to Judge Walsh for calling it like he sees it, like how any reasonable judge with any degree of fortitude should see these kind of cases, which is that they are complete jokes. It's tyrannical, it's authoritarian, and it does not belong anywhere near a courthouse in America.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Are all the remaining charges only littering, or are there any charges other than littering that remain?
Just littering. Eight charges, I think, of littering.
Have you ever defended a littering charge in your career?
I'm gonna have to go back to my files to find.
You have a lot of cases.
littering
Okay,
case I
littering.
found.
Okay, he's your first littering client.
This one is actually, you know, like so much in this area where we're always grappling with these cops and these DA's offices. This is going to be a special case. I'm going to send a discovery motion. We're going to get the Canton Police Department's files on littering prosecutions they've done over the last 2-3 years, let's say. And let's see how many.
Let's see if Jim Ferris is charged with littering cigarettes
Let's see-
all over the
yeah,
same
let's see
street.
how many littering
So is
prosecutions
that
are
a
gonna be
hearing that's
here.
scheduled for January, or what is it exactly?
The 17th is just it's a pre-trial date. So that's a date where the parties confer on what to do with the case. I'm going to file a motion for discovery on that day, seeking all the Canton Police Department's littering prosecutions over the last 3 years, so we can get a sense of context where how many times has someone who has protested and handed a leaflet out that gets crumbled up and thrown on the ground, How many of those people got prosecuted for littering?
Isn't
And we'll
this
see.
intimidation to prevent your First Amendment rights?
Yeah, absolutely, it's intimidation. How ironic that they intimidate us by filing witness intimidation charges.
Yeah, how about
It's-
that?
it's